Hi book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen's Reading Room with a book haul for the end of May. Alright, so I've got another book haul to share with you. I don't have lots, but I have enough to do a book haul video, so I'm going for it. Here we go. It might still be free, I don't know, you'll have to check it out. The free one I got was called Forager by Peter Stone. It is a dystopian, first in a trilogy, so I heard about it on Goodreads, so I thought I would try it. The other books I bought were all on sale, either on sale or Kindle Daily Deals. I think most of these are still on sale. I got Arclight by Josen L. McQueen, which I've been wanting to read forever. It's on sale for $1.99. I got Parallel by Lauren Miller, another one I've been wanting to read forever, and that was on sale for $1.99. I got Another Little Piece by Kate Carius Quinn, another one I really wanted to read. That was also $1.99. And I got Any Other Name, which is the second in a series of the Split Worlds by Emma Newman. The first book was Between Two Thorns, which I have an e-arc of and haven't read yet. But I went ahead and grabbed the sequel, so it's only $1.99. It's fantasy, so I'll probably like it. That was it for my Kindle books. As far as actual physical books I got, I did not buy anything, but I got a birthday present book from my mom. She gave me my present a little late. I think she's had it a while, I just hadn't seen her for a little bit. So she gave me this book. It's a collector's copy leather edition of Laura Ingalls Wilder's series. It's the first 5 books in the series. So it has Little House in the Big Woods, Little House on the Prairie, Farmer Boy, which is about her husband when he was growing up, and On the Banks of Plum Creek, which is my favorite, and By the Shores of Silver Lake. Out of those, I only own 2, so I was really happy to get this that has the other 3 in it. So I have almost the whole collection now. I used to have them all in paperback, but they fell apart. So yeah, this is a leather copy. It has the gilded edges. It's just really, really beautiful. It has some illustrations in it like the other books do. So you can see when you're reading that. And it has a little ribbon bookmark in it as well. So I was really happy to get this. I really think it's like the best literature that's ever been written. It's really interesting to read though, because it's basically her life story when she was growing up. And the thing that's interesting is just to learn what life was like in those days. And I think we take it also for granted. So I do think it's interesting in that way, but it's not like it's the best literature that's ever been written or anything. It's entertaining, and it's really fun when you're little, I think, to kind of get lost into that world. So anyway, yeah, that was the book I got for my birthday. Alright, and the last books I have to show you I got from the library. I went back to the library a few days ago, got me and Tessa signed up for summer reading, and I know I'm going to at least one other library to sign up, at least Tessa, for the summer reading. But so while I was there, I checked out some books. I had been in this library for months, probably since February, and they had a whole bunch of new books that I really want to read, and so I was so happy. I just love going to the library and getting, especially new releases, because it just saves yourself so much money. If you didn't get it as an ARC, which I don't get them all, it's so nice to be able to go check them out for free, and it's just really awesome, especially if you're not sure how much you're going to like it, if it's a new author or something. And then if you do love it, you go out and buy it. So the first book I have to show you I already read, I read it really quickly, is Great by Sarah Benincasa. I love this cover. I'm going to attempt to do an artsy thing based off of this cover. Anyway, this is a modern retelling of The Great Gatsby. And it features teenagers. Well, most of them are 18. The main character is a 17-year-old girl. And it follows very closely the story of Great Gatsby, but with different genders and all different things. actually the main couple in it, like the Gatsby and Daisy, word I'm looking for, but basically the characters in this book that would represent Gatsby and Daisy are both female. It's actually about a lesbian romance kind of thing. But the girl who represents Daisy has a boyfriend. So it's kind of off of that. So it's really interesting. It takes place in the East Hamptons side of New York. And so it's just very similar. The ending is a little different. And actually the ending to me was the weakest part of the book. The writing was really good. I was absorbed. It's a pretty quick read. It's not real long. But I enjoyed it. If you like The Great Gatsby, I think you should definitely check this out. It follows the storyline. It's faster moving than the original because it's more modern. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So you could call it a retelling or a contemporary because it is modern day and it is relationships and people and that kind of thing. But the themes are the same. The writing's really good. So I really enjoyed this book. I think I might actually go buy it sometime. Not now, but sometime I might actually buy this book because I really liked it. In fact, I think I'm going to do a video just on a discussion just about this compared to the original, just because I think it'd be fun. So that's one book I got that I already finished. The next book I got that I'm going to read this weekend, I'm hoping as I drop it, is The Taking by Kimberly Durding, which was the one I was most excited to get. I love Kimberly Durding, and this is a new series, and she's never disappointed me yet, so I really want to see if this is any good and plow through it. I'm sure I'll read it quickly. This other one I really was happy to get because I've been wanting to read this one really bad too. The Prisoner of Night and Fog by Anne Blankman. I've heard nothing but good things about this one. I cannot wait to read this. This one I just heard about not too long ago, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to read it, but I liked the idea of it. The premise sounds really good. It's The Tyrant's Daughter by J.C. Carlson, which looks really interesting. I usually like this kind of a book. So it's a YA book, but it's more literary fiction styled, I guess. So I'm interested to see how this comes out. I've noticed that this is becoming the thing for YA. This is the new trend. There's always a trend going on with YA. You know, for a long time it was vampires, and then it was dystopians, and werewolves kind of was in there too. Werewolves, I don't think, ever got really as big as vampires. And fairies and fae was a big thing for a while. And then you got the dystopian. Then you got more like sci-fi / dystopian maybe. There's been a lot of retellings. Contemporary went through a pretty good buzz, and still is, I think. And thriller, not paranormal, what do you call it? Suspenseful mystery, thriller type books was really big last year. I read quite a few. And the new thing I've noticed is more like historical or literary fiction YA, which is interesting to me, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't, I mean, I like YA anyway because I like the fact that it doesn't have as much swearing, it doesn't have quite as much sex. There's still violence. Most of the time it's toned down. You know, you don't need all that for a good read, I don't think. And that's the one thing I don't always like about adult reading. I like adult reading, but at times it's just a little much. And so that's why I like YA so much. And I think they're really easy to read, kind of a thing. They're good for enjoyment, which is why I read. And so it makes sense to try to do this. You know, The Book Thief, I think, is the historical fiction YA book if you're going to read one. But there's also Codename Verity came out last year and was really popular and really good. And so I've noticed a lot more World War II type trend. And then, The Diviners, even though it was a suspense thriller, it was also took place in the 20s. It was more historical. So I've noticed a lot more historical fiction and now more literary fiction. So this will be really interesting. I'm interested to see how this one comes out, and I will let you know. Sorry I took forever about that. The next book I got, or actually the last book, library book, is In the Shadow of Blackbirds by Kat Winters. Another one I've heard nothing but good things about. I think it's more of a mystery type of book, a suspense. It's about ghosts, and it's during World War One. So it's another historical, suspenseful type of book. And I've heard nothing but good things, so I really would like to read this one, and I was happy my library had it. This has been out for a little bit longer, but I never did get a chance to read it. So yay! So that's my book haul for the end of May. Not bad. I'm really excited about these library books. I'm going to plow through them fairly quickly, I think. So that's it for me. I hope you guys all have a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.